Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. Gary Neville's outburst about middle-aged white men. Well, so, champagne socialist Neville has had a angry rant against middle white-aged men. He was ranting yesterday on about all the fault of middle white aged men, causing all the problems in the Britain at the moment. Apparently, he doesn't like seeing the flag of St George or the Union flag being flown. What kind of flag do you want to see flown, Gary? Would it be you want to see the Palestinian flag everywhere you go? Because I'm damn well sure I'm sick and tired of seeing that flag being shoved down our throats by these pro-Palestinian marches we see every weekend. Everybody, I'm not the only one. Everybody else is sick and tired of seeing them. Would you prefer that flag seeing to be flown, Gary? I bet you would. What an arsehole he is. He's a champagne socialist. That's what he is, like I've just said. He's now that Gary Lineker is no longer spouting about his left-wing views. We've got this idiot, Neville. Now he's decided to become another Gary Lineker and start shouting his mouth off how he hates, how he hates the country, how he hates our flag. Like I've just said, what flag does he want to see flown? Well, we can all guess, can't we? We can all guess what flag he wants to see flown, and that's the Palestinian flag. By him saying that yesterday about accusing middle white aged men of dividing everybody, it looks like Sky are going to having people phoning in and cancelling their subscriptions with Sky. How does that go? How does that feel for you, Gary? To know that people are angry about you, what you've said, and they are cancelling their subscription. Why? That won't go down very well with bosses in Sky, will it, Gary? I hope that. I wonder if Sky Sports will sack Gary Neville and replace him with somebody who can keep their big mouth shut and their left-wing views to themselves. Let's hope they do. I wouldn't be surprised if Neville is not told off about this. I don't think it'll make any difference because we all know Sky are woke. They're all a bunch of lefties. They agree with everything Gary Neville says. I mean, if it wasn't for all the Sky subscribers, Sky wouldn't be on the air anymore. They'd be out of business. What a pity they're not. What a pity Sky are no longer on the air. We've got to pull up with their left-wing propaganda, their left-wing views. Will Neville apologise for what he said? No, he won't. He'll probably say something else. He'll probably call us all, the ones who were complaining about him, bigots and white-ringed thugs. I mean, how must Gary Neville feel when he sees his beloved Labour Party in trouble? I bet he wish he'd never voted for Starmer now, because we all know what a Labour lover he is. We all know he loves Labour. He interviewed Starmer, didn't he? Before Starmer become Prime Minister. But Neville wish he never did now. I'm afraid, Gary Neville, you are starting to feel the backlash of what you've said, and it's only made people angry. I don't, I don't think we've heard him condemn what happened last Thursday outside that Jewish synagogue. I don't think he said anything yet. He's been very quiet about that, haven't you, Gary? When are you going to say something about that? When are you going to take to X and condemn it? Will you? No, we won't. Neville won't. We all know what a piece of shit he is. He's a, we all know what he is. Like I've said, he's a Labour lover who only thinks about Labour. He doesn't think about anything else. Anything that goes wrong in this country, he's got to blame somebody, and it would appear that it's middle-aged white men who's getting the blame now. If anybody's, like I've said, if anybody's dividing the country, Gary, it's you and your beloved Labour Party, Dharma, and the rest of his lefties. They're the ones who're dividing the country. But of course, Neville's got to blame somebody else, hasn't he? He's always got to blame somebody. I suppose it won't be long before he goes on another rant. Everybody's condemning him for what he said. And I know everybody will say, well, he's got the right to say that, which he has. I wish he had, I wish he didn't have the right to say what he wants, because he only puts his foot in it every time he says something. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.